You know, I want to talk about something that's really close to my heart. As a wellness coach, I stopped counting calories, and you know, I just don't think it was the way. Until I stopped counting calories, I had proper nutrition in my body and the proper, you know, like energy levels. So if you ever found yourself staring at a nutrition label, doing frantic mental maths while, you know, you're going, how much is this? While your dinner gets cold, or your breakfast gets cold, or you go over time and you can't have your breakfast, I want you to know I've actually been there. For years I lived by, you know, the calories in versus calories out rule. It doesn't really work. And I thought health was like just numbers and a game, pretty much, and a numbers game too. But honestly, I was exhausted. I was hit like with the wall, tired. My digestion was like a mess, and I felt like I was at war with my plate, and I was hitting, you know, my calorie goals, but I wasn't actually healthy. Not much energy, always tired. So I decided to scrap the calculator, and I stopped counting. And I stopped counting the calories, as I said, and I started counting what I was putting in my body, aka the plants. You know, and I don't mean just eating more lettuce. I mean aiming for the 30 different plants, you know, points a week. Every different colour, like orange, white, red, yellow, purple. And here's the science of why I changed that. And I changed everything as well. It wasn't good. I've actually started to eat purple sweet potato too. Fabulous. Japanese do it. So, you know, perhaps we don't follow that rule. Sorry about the noise. I'm in a park. And if you haven't followed that rule and you still feel sluggish, that's probably why. And here's the bit that blew my mind. Research from the American Gut Project found that people who eat more than 30 different types of plants a week have a much more diverse microbiome in their belly and their gut area than those who eat fewer than 10. Think of your gut like a garden, and if you only plant one type of flower, the ecosystem doesn't work and is fragile. But if you have a variety of fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, herbs, and whole grains, you're feeding different good bacteria. These little legends in your tummy that live in the town are responsible for your mood. So your immunity and even how you process energy. Man, I felt so much better. And when we only focus on calories, we often choose diet foods that are highly processed and stripped of the nutrients and the fiber. But when you count plants, you're prioritizing polyphenols, and prebiotic fiber. And you aren't just filling your tank or a tank, you're nourishing a living system that is inside your belly. And let's look at, you know, the strategy of seed cycling and variety. So you can get your sunflower seeds, you can get your flax seeds, pumpkin seeds are really awesome too, fabulous. And one of my favorite ways to boost this count is through seed cycling, and I have discussed this. And you rotate things like flax, pumpkin and sesame and sunflower seeds, and it's not just for hormones, it's actually for your gut and support and help support your gut naturally. And you're ticking off your 4 different plant points right there, you know. And it's about crowding out the processed crap, you know, and the stuff, rather than cutting out food groups. Instead of saying I can't have this, I ask myself, how can I add 2 more plants to the meal. You know, maybe it's a sprinkle of parsley or herbs, or a handful of walnuts, or swapping white rice for a tricolour quinoa, and or brown rice. And it's simple, and it's a low stress thing to do, and it actually tastes like real food. But a thing with rice too, you always got to wash it properly, because there is a new study that's got arsenic in it. So you got to wash it properly, preferably overnight, soak it. And I feel fabulous now. Since making the switch, my energy has stabilized, the bloating's gone. Not that I really had it, but I had bloating as well for a while, and I finally found peace with food, and I've got a good relationship with it. And it's not about being perfect, it's about being diverse. If you're tired of the restrictive tracking and want to start nourishing your gut properly, I'd love for you to join me in my Happy Gut Hub school community, and we focus on real strategies like plant diversity, nutrition, and intermittent fasting that actually work for your life. Give it a go this week, and don't count the calories, just see how many plants you can get on your plate, into your system. You might be surprised how quickly your body starts to thank you, and you see energy levels rise. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, come check out my school community, Happy Gut Hub, and like and subscribe for more. Bye. Hi everyone, here's my QR code below for school. SKOOL, Happy Gut Hub. Thanks.